first episode of. Well, I guess we're gonna call it LS Podcast because like we didn't really like think of any names, like proper names yet. But yeah, that's gonna be probably our name for now on. From now on.
Yeah, I think we
And
will be known as the ghettoest podcast to have released on the internet, but that's fine, you know.
yeah, that's fucking true. Um, I guess we're gonna like explain to everyone how like why do we start it and like who we are. If people don't know who we are, who's listening. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm just like me and Steven, I told him I wanted to make a podcast and he's like down. So and if people don't know who I am, I'm just gonna say like I'm just chill, I'm just chill dude. There's nothing really to say. Like I'm pretty quiet. Steven is more of like I'm not gonna say Steven's a loud person, but Steven is more of a like he's more of like he talks to
I
more
think it's
people.
more. No, I'm not. I feel like I'm more just like I'm not even sure how to describe myself, honestly. You know, I always try to find the answer to that, but if I had to say, it's like I'm just someone that tries to, I don't know, improve myself, but while at the same time improving others. You know, it's like I never try to put anything hateful or anything like bad towards things. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's hard to. It's kind of hard to describe yourself in like a short notice. You know, it's weird, but
Yeah, it's even more difficult to like describe shit like on a podcast like to like people. I don't know who's gonna be listening to this, if it's people we know or not, But I guess it's just for fun too. I mean, the main part. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess I'll how about like we like I guess what we think we describe each other. Like I'm gonna just off what I know of you, I'll describe
Oh,
you.
sure. That sounds gonna. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so like I don't know. Like I said, Steven's more of like social person. You know, you a little bit stupid sometimes, but that's everyone's stupid sometimes. And he's probably like the coolest guy I met, like the most like calm, relaxed dude I met, like across from like a country. Like I don't really talk to a lot of people in my lifetime, and I don't really have like I have a small circle of friends, and like Steven's like one of the only people I talk to, and there's no shame in that because
Mhm.
a lot of fake people out here, so Steven's a real one. He's more like I said, he's a more social person than me, I guess. That's like the most factor I could probably like put in there.
Mm. Thank you for the short introduction, man. If I had to describe my man Lucas here, I'll say it's a pretty down to earth person. You know, he always tries to see things. It's weird. I don't know, but always try to see things from a certain or. Hmm, I'm stumbling in words because it's just like.
Nah, it's good because I
Yeah.
think if we stumble on our first episode, it's fine because it makes it more authentic, man. It's fine. If they don't want to listen, then don't listen, man. This is for us.
Okay. All right. Let's start over. So yeah, I mean, Lucas is one of the chillest person that I've ever met for sure. He always tries to incorporate independent thinking to others. You know, not just listen to what you do, or he always try to make you see or be cautious of what you're actually doing every day. You know, and
It's fat.
yeah, I've been knowing this man for so long. You know, for years, but now, yeah, like I don't want to describe you from from where I knew you, since you're a completely different person than before. So
Yeah, I mean, we definitely we. How long has it been since we met each other? Like five
who?
years, four,
Yeah, something like
5
that.
years.
I'm not sure, man. I don't really remember it myself. I don't really keep count. I just
Yeah,
know you, you know.
like I think that alone like is impressive because people online don't really like talk that long, like
Yeah,
like
they
that
just
shit.
like talk a little bit, you know,
Yeah,
and then like distance themselves and they're like, oh, we live separate lives.
Yeah.
But
Even obviously there's like times where like we didn't talk as much, but that's normal. That happens
mhm.
to everyone. And even in real life, like I haven't had like relationships I had with Steven. Like I guess that's another thing to add on to what he was saying about me. Steven, he's good at like he's good like talking to people like like Steve is good with his words, man. He just goes with the flow, whether he's actually
I mean,
thinking it or not. And
yeah, I don't really think of it. I just say whatever comes to my head. I try to like really try to understand people from where they're coming from. From the point
yeah,
of view. Because it's always different with people. People come from different places, different routes of life. So whatever might be seem normal to me might not seem normal to guess Lucas. So it's
yeah,
just I'm not sure, but yeah.
yeah. So, um, that's another thing why I wanted to create the podcast. I guess because like you know, I don't know how much stuff Steven seen on podcasts, but like there's so many fucking people like on the internet like making like podcasts just like us. They might even be ghettoer ones, like blurry ass one. Like I don't know, but
They will be professionally made, backed by like sponsors and all that. But
yeah, and I
yeah,
don't,
also,
I
hmm
don't, I don't plan to like make it super professional and like unless like something happens where like some like I guess
like we have an office or something. I know we're like
yeah
what,
like
but I doubt that will happen
I guess
because
it's more like a hangout podcast because I feel like that's gonna be for a long time if we keep doing it.
Hmm.
And to go along with that, podcast like is like helping with their like social skills. That could always be improved on. Like
Right.
it's like YouTubers like they talk to the camera, they're not actually talking to the person in real life. Like that's awkward as hell, right? So it's
I
almost like that.
always found that weird actually. I don't know. I feel like I always freeze up when it's like
Yeah, no,
talking to like a camera or like a phone or something.
facts,
I
dude.
feel like I can talk more like to a person a lot better than even though I can really introduce myself to others, but if they can talk to me, I can talk back to them.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
is weird as hell. Like just talking. That's why that's another thing. Like it's helpful having like another person on a podcast because like talking by yourself, like I'm not good at that. I'm not good at like voicing my thoughts clearly in like a nice
hmm
manner that like flows. Like so this could like help more than just talking. I guess could help even like doing shit on YouTube if you ever want to do shit on YouTube too. Like uh,
I mean, it's just a learning experience, man, and
yeah,
that's fine. So it fails or not, it doesn't really matter. That's really irrelevant. It's just what matters is that it's the learning path that we're taking.
yeah, and yeah, man. I mean I guess it sums up our introductions as like
I think I think like if you pay attention more to our behavior, you'll definitely know more about us than what we're actually just saying. It's because it's
yeah.
just hard to describe yourself like that, like out of
Keep
snap,
keep in mind, we've never done this before too. So like,
Yeah.
and please
You-
don't think highly of us. Like
yeah, we're not really gods. We're just normal people.
yeah, I
That's what
guess
people make you want to believe, man. Like they're like somehow above for just making a podcast. Like, no, relax. You're just a normal person, man.
yeah, that's true. And I guess like to go over the main reason why we made it. I mean, I guess we'll go what our own personal reasons are because I don't know like I didn't really ask Steven. Like I just asked him if he wanted to be a part of it. I don't know like exactly the reason why he would. Or maybe the same as me. I don't know. But I guess like I said, a lot of people are doing it and I just want to like give a shot at it. And
Mm.
this podcast is going to contain our own opinions on everything, by the way. Like just like every other podcast, we're not like gonna like play both sides. I want everyone to like have their own view. It's not gonna
Mhm.
be like I don't know, like a non-biased thing.
Like it won't be.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be like I don't want it to keep it like PC either. Like if there's something like someone or I even like strongly think about on a topic, you know, I don't want to like censor that shit.
Hmm.
And a lot of shit on the internet nowadays is censoring, everything. So
Yeah, that's why I think that we probably won't really get that far. But it doesn't matter, as I said, it doesn't matter. But because if we're gonna do that, we're gonna keep it whatever. We're not gonna care about that PC. Most people just won't want to associate with us because we just keep it real. We're just saying whatever we actually think, without
yeah,
trying to change our wording. So
and that's another thing too. Like if this like if we start becoming better at this and we have any like guest on it, I'm welcoming anyone to come on because, like I said, or what Steven said, we're just regular people. Guests could help us, move our channel or but our like podcast along. So
mhm.
I'm willing to hear it. If anyone is gonna read this or listen to this, sorry, um, if anyone's gonna listen to this, and you have any ideas or just like suggestions to like help us, like I'm open to hearing it. So
Right.
now I don't know if Steven wants to add anything to that.
No, it's true. I agree. Like, if you just want to join, sure, whatever. I don't mind. It's just talking with people. That's really what
Yeah.
it is. Like, I mean, I'm not 100% sure why I even did it, to be honest. Lucas just invited me. I'm like, sure, why not, right? Like, that's what I'm really trying to do. Just take opportunities. So that's why I say yeah. But for sure, I believe that this podcast is really gonna build like conversational skills with others. Or how I can articulate my ideas into others so that others can understand them better.
Yeah, it's true as hell.
Um,
Yeah. I guess um yeah, I agree with that. Like this is gonna help, you know, like help our speech. I'm already fucking up so many times. Like
hey, it's so good though because you just keep learning about it.
yeah.
You know, you just get
But
used to it and used to it.
I mean, hopefully it doesn't sound that bad. I don't think we're sounding that bad. But
I don't believe so either.
what was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and don't listen. Like me and Steven are gonna put work into this shit too. Like at least like some work, cause like taking this seriously a little bit, cause like why not? There's so much free time in the day. You know, we even like I even and Steven did a little bit too. Like we
Now,
made
mostly you.
nah, don't discredit me, cause a lot of ideas were from you, and I just wrote them down.
Mm.
But we have like a document, and we have a Discord channel. If anyone wants to join my Discord, I know it's like a little self promotion, but
A little plug of
yeah,
this Discord, the
yeah.
best Discord channel ever created, by the way.
Go on my. You know what? I'll just put all that shit down below in the description. I'm not gonna worry about that now. But I guess so. The topic for this podcast, the main topic, is the Black Mirror episode, Striking Vipers, because I thought it was like hilarious when I first heard about it, and me and Steven watched it earlier today, just to refresh our like memory on it. And I guess like I'll sum it up because for people who might have not watched it, it's basically like this guy, he meets this girl, and I guess does it fast forward in time later
I mean,
on?
I don't think that point really matters, right? It's just,
Yeah, but I'm like,
yeah. I mean,
I'm
let
like,
me see. I mean, how will you summarize it?
I don't want to go right into the juicy stuff. Yeah, I just want to I want to start off with like a foundation. Like, I
But I mean, the flashback didn't really matter, man. Because yeah, no, keep going. Yeah, because it's just like that episode was really stupid. It was so dumb that it's like nothing really connected.
yeah, and I watched like a lot of other people's opinions on it, and no one could find like an exact meaning. And if someone ever tells you there's a meaning to it, like I'm sorry, but they're stupid. Like like okay, this girl
But
and
now
guy,
let's summarize. Yeah, let's
yeah,
summarize.
like the guy he plays this video game called Striking Vipers, and there's like a boy, his homie, his bro, got for his birthday like a VR version of like this Mortal Kombat type game, I guess, right?
It was like a fighting game, yeah.
Yeah, and and
Yeah,
it gets really like weird there, man. Like they don't give
we
no
should.
fucks.
Let's try to summarize it without spoiling it, because maybe you want to watch it yourself, give your own view on it. So I'll try to do it. Let me see. Okay, so
Alright.
it was the main. Okay, we start off with a guy and a woman that they know each other already for some reason, but they act like they don't. Why? I don't know why, but they were like role playing or something. And there's a time skip, as Lucas said, and it was the main character's birthday. And this main character is as well in Avengers, right? He's the companion of Captain America, I believe, right? Yeah. And this guy's his birthday. His best friend, which he has known for years, it seems, since he's 38. So he has known this guy for a while. Comes in, gives him a gift. It's a VR game, you know, striking vipers. And he just decides to boot it up, right? And while booting it up, they play together, and the main character's friend gives him a kiss, and then he logs out, and they both log out, and that's just pretty much the story of like what happens when. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous, but this is literally what happens. Like,
Bro.
this is literally what happens. Like, for no reason, they just kiss. I'm like, okay, but yeah, so they kiss, and then they log out, and then yeah, that's pretty much the story. It's
Okay,
just like
but
what
hold up.
happens after that.
I feel like we should give like a spoiler alert after this part. Like, if anyone doesn't wants to watch it, stop this clip or like skip to like
Yeah,
10 minutes later or
you
something. I don't
probably
know.
stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's some shit I want to touch on. Like I have to touch on. Like you know, dude, they just okay. Let's once again, if anyone wants to watch this, don't listen to what I'm gonna say right now because they they just start fucking each other, dude. Like almost every fucking day, or was it once every
Yeah.
month or every day?
Uh, no, that wasn't the end of the freaking show. At
No,
the end, it was like once a month or something, or once a
yeah,
week.
yeah. And then while they're doing that, the guy's wife is cheating on. And then
No, she almost did. She almost did. Remember
okay,
that? Because
well she's
I think that was like,
still fooling around, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, I think she was like the realest character in that story
No,
for
she
sure.
definitely. I
I
feel like
think
she
so.
was. Yeah, she was, cause like she's like, talk to me, man, or
Hmm.
husband, or whatever, and he's like, nah.
Yeah,
Like,
like nah, I'm good.
yeah. Like, what are you supposed to say? Like, imagine that was you. Like, yeah, I'm fucking my homie in VR. Tell your wife that, dude.
But no. Okay, let's go in order though. Let's go from like the start. Let's go from start to finish. Right.
Okay,
Let's try
okay.
not to
What
jump
do you
around.
think?
Right.
What do you think that needs to be touched on from the start? Like, what?
Okay. Let me see. At first, the introduction or whatever is like, what? It's like, all right. It's just never connects to what the
Yeah,
actually is like.
okay, yeah. It was like they gave all this like backstory to like 10 different characters surrounding this guy, and like at th- at the end of that, they have nothing to do with the rest of the story other than like the one other dude with the guy's friend. Like
Yeah.
everyone else is like completely like irrelevant.
Yeah, I didn't see how it correlated.
Like,
Like, for example, it was just literally the main character and his wife. They were just like, whatever, they were just mingling along.
yeah,
I guess the only part where it will be, I guess important, it will be when they were playing together, but like, it didn't really. I guess it foreshadowed that they were gonna fuck in the VR game because he did hump the main character, the best friend's
oh yeah, the other
hump
guy,
the main
the other guy
character,
humped
right?
him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess,
Okay,
but
yeah,
like,
let's
it's just
clarify
like
that. Hold up, yeah, the guy had two best friends, I guess. Yeah, and the
two.
one best friend is playing with him, and the guy, and after they
Oh no,
finish,
no, they're the same guy. They're the same
that's the same
person. Yeah,
guy.
yeah, they're the same person.
But he
Yeah,
shaved
yeah,
his
yeah.
head.
Yeah, they're the same person.
Oh shit, my bad, dude. I didn't even know that, dude.
That's why
That's
I
why
noticed
he's
the
gay,
second time I watched it.
bro. That's why it foreshadowed. I guess.
Yeah. It was, yeah, they're the same guy.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. You know,
That's what I was talking about. Like, that's why I feel like it didn't correlate because it's like, okay, they were playing together, but like, come on,
and
I wouldn't say that they would just after like 10 years later they would be fucking. Like, I can't picture that. You
another
know.
thing to note too, like if anyone hasn't watched it but they don't care and they listen to this,
Hmm.
like this VR thing is like not like like for example like it's not like those things we have nowadays where you're just looking in the goggles. No, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like so if anyone watched Sword Art Online or some shit like that where you like you feel. I feel like everyone who's gonna listen to this has, so I'm just
Well,
going.
it's we just say it's complete immersion. Like, you literally feel everything in the game.
Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
yourself getting punched in the face. You'll feel, and so like that's how they're able to like fuck each other in the in the game. And now another thing, like I don't understand how this Kate. I know this is stupid for me to mention, but like the one guy is a girl character, right? And girls have vaginas, right? And so
Hmm.
and I don't know how he's getting like how do you I don't understand what is he getting pleasure sent to like what and
I guess because, like, let me see. I watch Black Mirror. I watch every episode. All right. So like the VR, the simulation thing. I guess you're supposed your mind, literally, like according to the lore, or you could correct me, but according to
Lord.
the lore, your mind is transported to the body of the character that you're playing. So like, I guess he didn't have a dick at the moment or something.
Or
He
maybe
just doesn't have that.
maybe
Um.
like electric stuff is like being sent to the brain, to make him
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like
Probably that.
yeah.
Probably that. But I know that's not supposed to be like your like there's like technology that your your mind, like your actual brain, I guess. Your subconsciousness, sorry, there we go. Your subconsciousness can be transferred into another body or thing. That's like how Black Mirror works. But I still didn't see it. It's just like, why would you kiss your man's like that? It just came out of nowhere. And like, I guess like after that, I guess it's more believable that like the family bonds are breaking. When they were like really having sex a lot, like the wife started noticing that. So that's believable. I'm like, whatever, man. I can believe that.
Yeah.
But then they stop, right? They stop for a while, and then they kissed in real life. Like, huh? I
Oh
was
yeah,
just
at the
like,
very end because
yeah,
they're like if fireworks happen and we kiss then it means we gotta be gay. But if this guy
yeah.
kisses nothing happens and they kiss and feel nothing then they randomly started fucking fighting for nothing.
I
Like
feel like the guy started fighting on purpose. Maybe he wants to feel like, because like before they had sex, they always fought, right? So maybe
yeah.
that's what they were trying to do. Maybe that if they fought, maybe they were like actually like, I don't know. But I don't know what's the point of it, right?
Yeah.
But
I guess the big thing is like there's no point to it. And if someone has some crazy theory, I'm into it. Like I can't believe it. Like, it's just I've seen it with my own eyes. It's just not.
because like, look, I wouldn't really care. It's like whatever. But like, you gotta make at least the story somewhat believable. Like I can be like, oh, okay, but I can't really relate to it, but I can see it
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just can't see it, or neither can I relate to it. It's just like illogical. I don't know.
And this is a hot take relating to this, but I don't know why in Hollywood, all right, they gotta like feminize men like for no reason. Like I get the point if it's like they're gay in the show, right?
Hmm.
But like, why do you gotta do all this shit like where you go on VR and like fuck each other and have like a whole story around it for no reason? And at the end, like nothing ever happens. They didn't even have like no conclusion to the story. They just like it
Yeah,
was
there
very.
was nothing was yeah like nothing was like a risk. Nothing was lost.
I seen a news article the other day, and it was like, The Rock, the fucking
Yeah,
guy.
Dwayne
Yeah,
Johnson.
yeah, Dwayne Johnson, and he said he never conformed to Hollywood's like standards of men or something like that. and
Hmm.
and if you that sounds like bullshit because I'm pretty sure he lists himself as a straight male, right? You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but if you look back and like, if you actually do your research and like you look back and see shit, he's like in all dresses and doing like all these gay parts, and I feel like that's what. So, for example, like the guy who plays the main character in the fucking that Black Mirror episode, I
Hmm.
feel like that was one of his initiations to get through for Hollywood for longer because like there's no reason to act in that. You're a fucking Avengers dude, man. Like dude, they could have hired any other guy. You know, like
I mean, choice of character. I mean, I don't know. That's what I don't really care who they chose. I just want to really
I
care
don't.
about the story and what actually happens. Like, it's
Yeah, I
just
don't care
almost
either. But like,
unrealistic, man. Like what? But uh, let's go back to the portrayal of a man in Hollywood. Yeah.
yeah, no,
So,
go
but I
ahead.
mean,
Yeah.
it's true. It's like it's so. I think the portrayal of man is kind of limited though, for sure, because like you see a Mexican man in a movie, it's either a gangbanger
Yeah,
or he's in jail like a criminal. That's
bro.
it. That's
Wait,
literally that's the only archetypes of Mexican man or Hispanic man
you
in
can
movies.
Liz, you could continue in 1 second, but I just want to make a quick connection to that. Dude, if anyone watched, I don't want to go too political, but if anyone watched the Democratic debates the last like 2 days or whatever, fucking Joe Biden said yesterday that a man we need to stop thinking of a man in the hood as a criminal or something, and gangbangers, black dudes or something like that. Like what? A man in the hood can't be like a normal person or like a white dude or a Hispanic dude, and it's like what does it do with black people? Like, and then another thing, the day before that they had part one of the Democratic debate, and they started speaking Spanish for no reason. Like, bro, like what do you think you think we're stupid? Like some people are gonna really believe that. Like they're really caring for us, dude. Like broken ass Spanish too. Like, but yeah, go
Yeah, let
ahead.
me. I'm not sure to remember that. Hold on. I think I could probably translate. I remember. I think he was saying something like
It says something
because
about
at first
immigration.
I sort of got he was talking French, man. At first, but he was talking about like, oh, the immigrants are being demonized and something about Trump. That's the only thing I
Yeah, no,
remember
he said
really.
the president and the immigrants are being like demonized, like you said, and
Demonized, yeah.
and
But I mean yeah, that's not even a topic for now, right?
yeah, no,
So
let's
let's
not
just
touch that. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm
let's
just
not touch
saying
that yet.
how they simply throw these like terms out here. That's what I mean. That's what I was trying to make the connection. Like, what is like, why are you I don't know what like that's gonna like help your case at all, dude. Just like you said, like in Hollywood, they always make the Mexican guy named Carlos or something.
Yeah,
Like,
Carl Juan, that's on Juan the
yeah,
gangbanger, like,
yeah,
or black man. Have you seen like? I mean,
yeah.
this is one of probably the instances where like a black guy wasn't like, characterized as just like some tough guy that loves women and respects them or something. I mean, that's not anything bad. But
That's what I'm
like, it's
saying.
always the same archetype.
But that's what they're trying to. I guess like if you want to do that, it's fine. I'm not gonna like be pissed off. But this is
But you
happening
gotta make it
not
realistic, for
not with.
sure.
It's not just happening with like striking vipers though. Like this is happening a lot more recently, where they're doing more of this shit. Like they're getting like portrayed by Hollywood straight guys, right? Like straight dudes, and they're making them like do gay shit. So and
I
being
mean, is
stereotyped,
that Avenger guy straight? I'm not sure.
dude. I'm pretty.
After striking vipers, I'm
I'm
not
not.
sure, man.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna assume he was straight. You know, like
Mm,
I don't think he ever came out as gay. That's what I'm gonna say. But
right.
I mean, he could be bi. Fuck. But it's like
Yeah.
they're stereotyping all men all this way. You know, like I don't see. I don't want to get too controversial, but I don't see like how they're portraying any woman in anything. They just make all the women the
Hmm.
same. Like the woman in that Striking Vipers like show had no effect to the story. She was the most real one.
Yeah. Even though she was the weirdest one, she
This
didn't really have a big impact.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
that's true,
But like you said,
for sure.
she was the realest one. Like she was the most
She was
normal
the
one.
weirdest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why they gotta make all every single guy in the thing weird, dude? Like, and that's another thing. Like, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even touching that. That's like there's so much stuff weird with that episode that like there's a
I
lot of
forgot. There's a guy there. I forgot. where he's from, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. It was the guy with the bikes or whatever. Talk about bikes.
Bikes?
Yeah, remember the guy that was pretty much forced to talk? That like, oh, he likes bikes. That dude, I guess you don't remember, huh?
I don't.
Because he was so insignificant, he didn't even matter.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
he didn't
honestly don't
matter.
remember, and we just watched it earlier today.
Because literally, yeah, yeah. Essentially, the story is just three characters. Yeah, that's nothing bad, but
Yeah. I
three
mean,
bad written characters.
no, I guess another thing too. Maybe if we were gonna try to make connection to it, either against the show or like if we're actually trying to make like what message they're trying to send.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's something to do with like we talked about this before, but like technology, I guess, like how like it make
Yeah, I definitely see that. Yeah.
how it like makes us like all fucked up and demonizes us and
I,
and
me,
like
I mean,
it
I'll
changes
try to
us.
say, I'll try to push I guess like interpret a message, right? This is what I've been thinking. So I think the message is, I guess it's about open relationships or something because, like, I don't know if you remember what I told you, but at the end of the game, or the game, the show,
Yeah.
they they literally have a contract, I guess, between the wife and the main character, where they essentially cheat on each other and they're fine with it.
Yeah, and
And that's
that's
like how an open
yeah,
relationship
what the
works, you know.
fuck, dude?
So I guess that's like how
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy, but like that's the only message that I got from that show. That it was just like or relationships are complicated, I guess. But
Yeah, but
they could
like,
have
are they
gone
trying to
so
view it as a
much.
good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it seems like they're trying to make open relationships a good thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's fine, you know, because you still love each other. Like the wife and the main character, as they still love each other. You know, I guess I could see that,
Yeah.
but I guess they don't like each other sexually always, because like they always, I don't know, maybe they're because people say that humans are more homogenous or whatever than just keeping a single partner on one.
You know what's crazy though? Like, if that VR was a thing, like how much like just from that show, like a lot of fucked up shit would go down with that VR,
Yeah,
like
for
just by
sure.
regular people, like
I mean, yeah, like past episodes went about that, like how fucking fucked up VR can be.
yeah,
And but yeah, this definitely was one of the worst episodes of Black Mirror I've seen so far.
and to go along
So
with
far in the show.
the relationship part too. Like I guess uh like there's some connection between the open relationships, and like the technology and like the sex part too. Cause remember the guy, like he didn't want to like sexually like each other all the time, like you said.
Hmm.
And like technology destroys that. Like this guy's having fun on like a video game over his like wife, or
Right.
so-called wife.
So
Like
cold.
yeah.
Hey man, it's not just a bitter game, all right? For him.
Is there anything else we should touch on about this, or
Oh, they also had a kid, right? Like,
yeah,
yo,
they
I
had
don't,
a
I don't even
kid.
know what happened to him. It's just like he was just there. I think they
Like
could have made
everyone,
something out of that kid. I don't know, maybe like not really an example, but like I think they could have done something to the kid.
that's what I'm
Like
saying. Like,
make it a little bit more important.
why are they trying to make guys look like losers and everything that I'm looking at nowadays, dude? Like, what, this guy has a whole family and he throws it all away for a VR game where they fuck each other? Like, you're supposed to fight in it, dude. You're fucking each other. So, like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
yeah.
I
At
just.
the end, at the end of the day, they didn't. Nothing was gained. Nothing was lost. I mean, actually, the only thing that was gained is just them fucking VR once a
Yeah.
month. Like, I just don't feel nothing was at stake. Most stories there's something at stake.
But
And any good story there's something at stake.
you feel
Yeah.
like there should be something at stake, though. If this guy's, like, he has a whole family and he's doing this. I mean, like.
But did he care? He still loved
No.
having sex in VR, man. It seems like.
But like the scene where like they're like fucking in VR, right? Or like no, the guy's
Hmm.
just right after they finish their session or whatever, and the guy's sitting there and the kid kicks him. Remember?
Uh huh.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like what? Like his kid made him log off. That's what I'm saying. So there must be
Mm.
some significance. Like I don't know. You know, anything.
Actually, yeah, I remember that. I think that's when you like realize that he's not really spending much time with his family anymore,
Yeah.
and that's when like the wife started realizing that he was disconnected. You know, he was there, but not like there. You know.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's pretty much as we could go on that, because like there's not really we could talk about
Yeah,
it
it's
all
just like a
day. Yeah, all these theories,
if it
but
was a if it was a good episode, we have a lot more to talk about it. But
yeah,
it really wasn't a good
I
episode. It was
guess
just
we could have like oh, I'm looking at like you know have a little segment here. I'm looking at like a couple news articles that could be decent here.
four.
Um, let's see. All right, there's some stupid articles right here where it says a strange jet stream is blasting Europe with heat. Scientists say it may be the new normal. Look at that. This is what's on the news, guys. This is was
Do you mind? Can I get a link?
yeah, you can get a link on this.
Yeah,
A strange
just send on Discord.
wavy jet stream is blasting Europe with heat. Scientists say this could be the new normal. You know, there's a
I mean, I think there was like a heat wave right here in New York City, like two or 3 days ago.
what the fuck? It said Europe though. What's going on in New
Oh no
York?
no, nah, cause like Europe's people think that 70 degrees is like so hot, man. 90 degrees here is like okay.
I linked you on Discord. You want me to link you on Skype?
No.
Alright.
I'll see on Discord. I'll see the article. But yeah, I mean things. Sorry, the temperatures are rising, so they say.
We're the fucking.
Let
We're the
me
fucking.
see. A strange wavy jet stream is blasting Europe.
Dude, this is a fucking news segment. Or just talking about. You know what? We're gonna keep this going because I just want to see if there's anything interesting. Also, like I
I'm, a,
said, if
I'm
anyone. Hold on, wait. You want to go? Or.
no, I'm actually reading the article. That's why.
No, I was gonna say, like I said, if anyone wants to be a guest on our show, like, if you're a musician, we could talk about your music too. Like, I don't know what our shadow is gonna do for you, but if you're willing to like help the cause, be part of something, go ahead. We could bring you on our show. And if you're an artist, anything, we're willing to like
If
give
you
you a
really just
show.
want to talk,
Yeah,
just let us know.
if you want to voice your opinion about shit, I guess like the next few episodes will be better, like better than now, right? We'll just
Hey,
we'll,
I still want to try to keep the ghetto. You
no,
know,
that's always gonna stay. But I mean,
I
like
always
our
like that.
thoughts. I feel like the next few episodes will be pretty good. We'll have something for you guys better. I
Hmm.
don't know if you want to. I don't think if someone listening to this wants to like hear us explain about like gay VR sex for like a whole 30 minutes. But
Hey, there's always an episode for any kind of person that wants to hear. You know,
oh, that's a good question though about that relates to the heat wave thing. Do you think it's
well,
true what they say about global warming like ending our world in like 20 years or something? Would they say 20 or 12 years? I don't know.
I think so, something like that. I'm not too sure
Do you
about
believe that's
that.
legit?
I'm not too sure about that. But I think there's global warming for sure. But I don't know if we're gonna die in 20
No, but
years.
they say like, oh, we should allocate like our country's funds into like, you know, and to be more
Are you talking about
focused.
like America or just like
No, I'm just talking about, yeah, I'm talking about
nationwide?
America because a lot of politicians have been speaking about it. Like,
I mean, I think for sure I think we need to allocate something for nature because I love nature, man. All right,
yeah.
I'm a guy that just likes to go out in nature. So there's more funding for nature. I will love that shit. And I mean, I always think that America should always focus on itself. We shouldn't be in foreign lands or something.
Yeah.
So
Do you think like those donations where it's like you donate something to like a big group and they like help the rainforest or some shit? Do you think that's true?
Hmm.
Like they actually like do
Um,
the help or
some
something?
of them are actually true, but a lot of them are fake as well. Like
Yeah,
there's some that do like they do it like on Patreon, right? Or
yeah,
whatever, not Patreon, sorry, but like in GoFundMe, and they say like, oh, they're gonna give the money to the company that's gonna do it, but they don't. It's just fake.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, why would you set up a GoFundMe for the company if you could just donate straight from the website of the company? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, that's another
So they
thing
just
too.
literally, they just do it on purpose and they just,
You,
steal the money and then just did.
you know where actually like a lot of scams come from too, like where like they ask you to donate to like poor people in like third world countries and shit. You
Hmm.
know, like those companies pocket like 90% of that money. Like,
Most likely, yeah.
yeah, and
That's why you always gotta search around what company you actually wanna give money to, because some of them really do give the money to their
yeah,
cause, but some of them also don't. So you always have to search around and make sure you're actually giving it to a good uh, charity.
yeah. I
But
mean,
I think, oh, sorry
no,
if I
go
keep
ahead.
interrupting
No,
you.
you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. I
But
was,
I think the best way to make sure that your money's actually spent, like 100%, you probably should do it yourself, I guess, in a way.
yeah,
Like
maybe
for
like.
example, you want to, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like maybe like homeless people. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say that too. It's like if you wanna, like for example, you wanna give money to, do you wanna donate for homeless people to give food? You do that yourself. You just buy something for the supermarket and then go to like a charity in your city or something and give the resources to them. And I'm pretty sure they'll take them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got on charities. And
I guess let's like read over one more news article, just for the shit. Cause like,
sure.
yeah.
I mean,
Let's
personally,
see.
I don't really watch news much,
No,
so
no, don't listen. I'm just doing this for the shit of it, right? Just for the fun, because
right.
that's another big thing. Don't trust the news, all right? Because I think like I wanted to add this too, like a big finale to this, like about from our introductions that I forgot to mention. Another big thing me and
Hmm.
Steven wanted to do was like we wanted like at some point, incorporate ways how we improve ourselves, but you don't got to follow that, but
Right.
like a positive vibe, man, like a positive frequency, because
Hmm.
you know, too many people are negative nowadays,
Yeah,
and
so
if you
it's like you have to be cool, you have to be negative or something. Not, oh, sorry, it's like when I say cool, it's like I don't know. Anyways,
yeah,
to be
no,
like
yeah, I know what
the
you're talking.
popular guy, you have to be like an asshole or something, or like you have to always put somebody down. Like you don't have to do that shit, man. You could just mind your own business and just worry about yourself, take care of yourself. You
And
could just improve
people
yourself like that.
and energy is like it goes around and comes around, man. So if you show that you're giving effort and being positive, people will feel that shit. Just like you be negative. And people like to be
That's facts.
negative
Yeah.
too because it's easier. Takes less energy to be negative, I guess. But
Mhm.
another thing, when you go on the news and shit, like your local news or whatever, um there's always people talking about someone dying. Like why do you want to see that shit? Someone die all the time. Like I get dying's a real thing, right? You can acknowledge it,
Yeah.
but why do you gotta like why is that the only thing on news? And then if it's not about someone dying, it's about fucking the president every fucking day. Like why don't you like do some like normal news shit? Like if
I
it's a,
mean, reporting on the president is not a bad thing, but
no,
if he's doing something terrible, then yeah, whatever. Yeah,
no, but
like
there's
me,
a lot
sorry.
of
If he's doing
bias.
something, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like if he's doing something bad, then yeah, okay, report it, but not like every little thing. Like I don't, it's like,
Yeah, like
come on, man.
let's
I don't
do
care about
like
his Twitter,
connection.
man.
Let's do a connection about what you're saying, like how
Hmm.
how the news manipulates people because you're a Hispanic guy, right? Or not Hispanic. I guess
Yeah,
you're like Dominican Latino guy, right?
yeah.
And and the news there's even an article, okay? Like about like recently this happened the other day. A white guy ran down a little white girl because she was white and a lot of shit going on in the news. That's another thing. Skin color. Like too many people portray like there's always like battles over that, like whether it's in politics or like to make yourself look cooler or something, anything.
Hmm.
I always do some like I go on my Twitter and it's always talking about race and some shit. Like, dude, there could be like a dog, some white person petting a dog. It's like, oh, that's privilege. The guy's privileged petting the dog. You know, where's our dogs or some shit like that. And if there's like some black people, on Twitter like doing something, then there'd be like, you know, even like Hispanic people or white people arguing about something with black people. Like, dude, guys, calm down. Like, it just,
Calm down.
it's just
It's so. It's just. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I always see. Like, you upload a video in Twitter or something. It's always like the comments. The comments always get more retweets or likes than the actual post.
yeah, dude. Like,
And the comments is always putting down the main video or something.
yeah, it's putting down someone too, and
Mhm.
that's what always gets the most likes. And then there'll be like and someone will get like 100,000 retweets off bashing another race or something like.
Right.
Like, what's the point, man? I guess it gives you
Yeah.
clout, I guess, but clout doesn't last forever, you know.
It doesn't last outside of life, that's for sure.
But
Once you go back to real life, it doesn't matter if you're a cloud or
yeah,
not.
exactly, they should go like fuck each other in VR or something. But back to what I was
That's a
saying,
joke, all
the
right?
personal
That's a
connection.
joke.
The personal connection where Steven is a Latino man, and there's a lot of stereotypes going on nowadays, and he goes to college or went to college. I don't know if Steven's still in college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still in
I
college.
don't know when it ends. I thought it maybe ended by now. But
Nah, not yet.
he goes into the class and people like voice his message of like, you gotta defeat Trump. Like, what's that gotta do with these solving math equations,
Yeah,
man? Like,
I never
what
understood,
subject
man.
was that class when you heard that?
I think it was let me remember. I want to give you the specific name. Public speaking. That's what it was.
Yeah. What does public speaking gotta do with like talking shit
Let me
about?
remember. I'm trying to remember. I'm really trying to remember what was the lesson about. Too.
And
I think
listen,
we're learning about.
for all my real ones who
Mm.
follow me or Steven, all right, you guys already know. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you have a problem about something and you want to have a dialogue about it, it's fine. Like, if, for example, if you had a problem about the president or something of the United States, we can have a dialogue about it. I'll bring anyone on the show if I want to talk politics or something about striking vipers, anything. We can have a dialogue. We can argue about it.
Well,
But remember, we're always that will never separate us at the end of the day. Like, don't let that
right.
take over your feelings about
Yeah, that's what I've been
situations.
seeing a lot too. Like people disowning their own parents for their belief. Like what?
Yeah,
That's like what?
yeah.
I don't know. I could never do that, man. It's just
Because the
crazy.
point I'm
It's just like.
trying to make, like,
Hmm.
all these like white people are telling Steven what he thinks about, because the media makes white people feel guilty about everything. For example, that's just an example of a stereotype, and they translated that into real life. Like, you're supposed to keep that away
Hmm.
from your conversations with people IRL, because unless you're like in a political, you know, situation
Yeah.
where you're running for like Congress or something, and you live that life of politics, that's fine. But if you're just a regular person going to school, why do you have to
Yeah.
have these topics
Right.
like brought up? I just want to learn. I just want to go, do class. And I
I
even
mean, I remember this teacher. I swear, every single class that I went, she always had to mention something about Trump. Always, always. I swear,
yeah.
that was
And
something that was
if
guaranteed
anyone's
in
listening to
my.
this, yeah, I'll continue
Mhm.
in 1 second. I'm saying, if
Uh,
anyone's listening to this and you don't like Trump, I'm not telling you to support Trump. I'm just making an example of
yeah.
how like
Mhm.
the media like controls your brain, dude, because of negativity. Like, it shouldn't rely on that, you know.
But yeah, there's not a lot of guarantees in life, man. But that was one of the guarantees in my life. That this woman that's always gonna mention Trump at least once in the classroom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why do you always gotta be negative every day, man? Like, why do
Mm.
you, if Trump makes you mad, why do you gotta think about him every day? He doesn't run your life. You know what I'm saying?
My son, hey, he's just living in his head rent free. He's
Yeah,
living in your head rent free, man.
yeah. And I feel like,
But I guess, I mean, I guess because it's the president of the United States, but like,
yeah, that's what someone could
I
make an
guess.
argument. But
So like, he has to
Trump's
like,
not
he has a
paying.
lot of eyes on him.
Trump's not like talking to you though. He's not controlling what you
Hmm.
do. He's not
For
controlling your
sure.
happiness. Like, a president
Hmm.
could only do so much. He's not gonna like affect you like immediately,
Hmm.
you know. But um I think how I've like become. I sound This conversation might sound negative, but trust me, it's just all lighthearted fun. I'm just talking shit, but that's what this podcast for, so I can talk shit. But what I'm trying to say is for being more positive, stop thinking about social media every day. Like try go on your like stop like going on your phone and checking your Instagram or Twitter all the time. You
hmm
know.
I think if you want a more positive experience, I guess I would recommend to try to learn something new for sure. Just try something that you always wanted to do. I think that's because like it just keeps you a lot busier and it just makes you a better person because you know more. And I think if you know more things, you're more, I guess, more respectable in a way, but you're just like a better person because you're with whatever you have independently is what that's your worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what this all goes back to like Hollywood and Striking Vipers too. Like these stereotypes of people of men does not represent a lot of guys in real life, but like we said, it translate. People will look at that and take it seriously because there's people. Trust me, there's people out there that takes like reality shows or like, you know, fake shows seriously. Like people actually believe that
Yeah.
shit.
Some people don't know the difference. Some people don't just ignore the
Yeah,
difference that there's not actual real stuff.
and
It
if
doesn't actually.
and just like if say for example, if you're a kid and your family buys you Lucky Charms every day, right? And you don't really like Lucky Charms at first, you're gonna end up
hmm
liking Lucky Charms if that's all you have to eat, right?
hmm
And you'll end up liking them naturally because you grew up on that shit. So imagine like some like white person watching the news all day about you know bashing white people, for example, or about fucking um I don't know. It's just anything. If they're like thinking, if someone's giving you that information to your ears every day, and you're accepting that, you're gonna end up being that person. You gotta like,
You'll be radicalized for sure.
yeah,
But that's a different topic for a different day, though.
yeah, yeah. I don't.
Yeah, but
Well, Steven is more of a person. Steven's better at like talking. I go all over the place, and like
no, it's all
that's just
good.
me.
You see, because that's the point of the podcast. That's
Yeah,
to try. Because even you think I'm like such a social person. I'm not really. I don't think myself of that stat. I feel like I do tend to rant a lot. I always trying to get. What I want to do is try to get to the point a lot faster than
yeah,
setting the parameters of always talking and then getting to my point.
and
Oh yeah.
and I guess finally too, like just for me to finish this off, like this we're not like we're usually gonna come in every episode like every weekend like with a topic we could talk about for a minute, right?
hmm
But since I'm trying to extend it, I'm just going over some news articles, and it just got me thinking about shit I see every day that pisses me off. So
Yeah.
it's that trust me, I'm not gonna be talking about this all the time unless someone brings it up or it relates to something strongly. But
hmm
it's just so we can fill a gap for minutes because it's hard to like start a podcast and not know the exact direction from day one. You know?
Yeah, we're not really like professional podcasters who just literally said, "Yo, let's do a podcast." Sure, and then we just started it. So.
And yeah, and like I said, if anyone wants to guest, let me know. Hit my DM. If you know me, hit my DM. I'll drop Steven's socials, even though he doesn't want me to, and my social too, uh, in the description, because it's important to like, you know. And by the way, this podcast is called LS Podcast. All right, that's the
For
name.
now,
For
name pending.
Yeah, name pending. That's what's gonna be for now. And is there anything else you want to add, Steven? Go ahead.
No, nothing else. I feel like this is gonna be a good, a fun way to spend time. I think we'll have to for sure talk more about a schedule. I guess like
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, when to actually put it out, publish the videos and stuff. But that's something small. That's like the grain of sand at the beach. So.
Yeah, I might upload this video to YouTube because you can't upload it to YouTube for free. And it'll
hmm
be in video format, but you won't see anything. It'll just be like the title, and of the,
Yeah.
that's it. You know?
Yeah, that's. I mean, podcasts are that. They're just supposed to be
I can send it
heard.
to
So
you too,
anything.
Steven, if you want to review over it or something.
I mean, I'm sure you could do it, man. I'll trust you, man. It's whatever.
And how should we end this? Honestly, because I don't know.
Okay.
How do you
Well,
end podcasts?
I've got you. Oh no. All right, guys. Have a blessed night. May yo stop laughing.
Yeah,
Man.
alright,
We always
what's up,
you always gotta end the podcast with the same way. All right.
All right. What's the same
All
way?
right, y'all. Oh, fuck.
You're
I hope
ending,
y'all have
you're ending podcast.
I hope y'all have a good one. Treat yourself. Drink water and be better than yesterday.
Facts.
Bye.